Hi, I'm Johnny Flores. I want to show you guys how to hold a Two Rein. So just keep in mind, AQHA has different guidelines and rules for you to follow. I'm doing this from more of the perspective of someone who wants to train in it. It's a little bit more traditional. So the way that I do it, I get my right hand and I always hold the mecates over 3 fingers under that index finger. And then I put the Romals right on top. And I just kind of shake out my reins how I want. Usually when I start on this, the horse has no idea or very little idea of what a bit is. And the traditional sense is a transfer of knowledge from the hackamore to the bit. So I start out with 60% Bosalita and 40% of the reins, or probably even 30%. And then I gradually move to make the reins tighter, and it ends up 50-50. And then I end up just having the Bosalita there for help or support if my horse messes up. So I have my right hand, and the magic is with the left hand. So there are a couple ways, I don't know what my horse is doing. A couple ways to hold it. You can grab 3 fingers on the left rein, 1 finger on the right rein. And this is really good for when you're starting out and they kind of don't really know what you want, because you can bubble with that right rein and grab both and really get their head around. Or you can pinch with your index and middle finger and bump this side of their face around. That's the way that I really like to do it. And then the other way is, and I always like to make sure to point this out, I have a Romal on the outside and then I have my mecates on the inside. And what I'm going to do is put a finger on each rein. So I have my pinky on my Romal, I have my ring finger on my mecate, I have my middle finger on my mecate, and then my index finger on my Romal. What I'm going to do is stick my fingers through that. And now I have it, and I want to kind of shake it out to more of a 60-40. What that allows me to do is be able to reach down and say if I'm going to pinch my pinky and ring finger, I can pick up a lot on that left mecate, or I could pick up on this right mecate, while leaving everything else neutral and not messing with the bit at all. So I'm going to show you guys what bubbling is. I'm just going to show you with one rein right now. I have, again, my 3 fingers here, my 1 finger there. What I'm going to do is drop down and grab all that left rein. You see I just created a big old bubble, hence the term bubbling. I'm going to go down and grab with my index and middle finger that right rein. See, that's the foundation of the Two Rein. It's all those subtle, and suddenly it's hardly noticeable. I'm going to grab my Two Rein and show you that that translates the same, whether you do it the fancy way with each finger grabbing 1 rein, or if you have 3 on one, 1 on the other side. Again, it just depends on how soft your horse is and what's most comfortable for you. And it's also important to note that the right hand has a huge role to play in keeping everything real quiet for your horse, because yeah, you can have your Two Rein, you can do all your bubbling and stuff, but it will get uneven, you will get unorganized, and that's not pretty. So what I like to do is really hold that right hand close so that I can pick up the reins if I need to. If my horse gets a little bit hot, his head goes up, the reins suddenly are long, now I have to gather instead of riding like this. And the other thing that I like to do is use it to help myself pick up more on the bit. See right there, I totally shifted it all to the bit. Right there I dropped the bit, and now I'm shifting it all to the mecates. So now I have all the mecates. And it just allows me to really kind of hover and keep this left hand quiet and over my box. And if God forbid I drop a rein, which sometimes happens, I can pick it back up without my horse ever knowing the difference. And sometimes what's so cool about using that right hand is that it can just be the movement of your wrist that tightens everything. Suddenly I'm all bit. Now I'm mecates. Now I'm all bit. Such a simple little thing to keep that left hand really quiet. So I really hope that this video helped any of you guys who want to try a Two Rein. It's one of the funnest tools out there. Let me know how it goes if you do, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed and have a blessed day.